This is the Intuitive Leadership Mastery Podcast. What would it take for you to double your profits and half your stress with your intuition? Learn how with your host, Michael Light.
Welcome back, and I'm here with Chris Reynolds from Entrepreneur House.
Hello, good to be here.
Yes, and we're in Chiang Mai, Thailand. He's running the Entrepreneur House here in Thailand. What is Entrepreneur House for people who haven't heard of it?
The Entrepreneur House is a business accelerator for established entrepreneurs to come to a new city for a month at a time with other established entrepreneurs to take their business to the next level, live in a similar environment, go to workshops, mastermind together, be productive together, co-work together, and bond and have an incredible time in a new city.
All right. Well, I went to the one in Barcelona. It was great. So today we're going to talk about some different uses of intuition in business and look at how you can use visioning to create your day and your business, and the use of dreams and your board of advisors of your mind, all kinds of cool stuff that we're going to look into in more depth. So tell us a little bit about how you use intuition in your business, Chris.
I use what they call a similar method that they talk about in Think and Grow Rich. It's called the workshop or the office of the mind. And what you do is you close your eyes, and in your imagination you create an office there where you have access to pretty much anything in the universe that you could use as a tool to create a better life, a better business, to help other people in their life or their businesses. And so basically I have my workshop where I can bring in anybody to talk to about advice about business in my workshop. I have two big round tables where I sit down and talk to people about business or decisions in life that I need to make. I have a nice lounge area with sofas and some plants there, but we can sit and do some masterminding there. I also have a big screen in my workshop where I see myself as I am today, and then I see a picture of where I want to go or what I want to do, and then I'll play that in a movie mode from where I am today to where I want to go to see all the actions that I need to take to create whatever I want to create. I also have a room of infinity, I guess you could call it, and I can go in there and just ask any questions, basically yes or no questions. Should I do this, should I not? And get either green lights or red lights that shows me if it's the right direction.
Wow, this is more than an office of the mind. It's like an executive lounge you've got.
VIP.
VIP office of the mind you've created. So, any other features you have in there? Or?
Yeah, lots. So, I actually have a couple beds where if there's friends or friends of friends that are sick or have physical ailments, they can come and lay on the beds, and then I have doctors from all around the world that can come in and work on them to help heal them. I also have if I have any limiting beliefs, there's a big trash can in the corner of it where I'll just dump any limiting beliefs, and it just kind of boils away to nothing. What else do I have? Actually, I have sometimes I see my younger self in my workshop. If I ever need to talk to my younger self, because as we were talking earlier, our subconscious mind is controlled by beliefs that we create before the age of 18. And sometimes as an adult, we don't understand why we still do the things we do, because still 85% of our actions are controlled by that subconscious mind. So sometimes I'll talk to my younger self and just ask questions like, why am I doing this? And the younger self can say, oh, that's because of this event that happened when you were this age, and this created this belief in your subconscious mind, which you're now repeating over and over and over again, which actually happened from my father or my mother, who had that same belief, and they got that from their parents, and it's just ongoing. passing on beliefs.
So I love this office of the mind that you use. So let's just walk through this. You visit this daily, or where do you? How often do you visualize this?
I meditate and visualize about 5 times a week. So
you get quiet, you get in a meditative space.
Yeah, when I wake up, usually I'll do like some breathing to get to alpha state of mind, and then usually my last 5 minutes I do the visualization part in the workshop.
And then you're solving problems in your business, in your life, healing people, visualizing how you want your day to go, all these things, and using the tools that you've created in this office of the mind to help you. And can you give us an example of something you did there recently?
Well, we're in the Entrepreneur House Chiang Mai right now, and I always go into my workshop to see what I want to create, how many people I want to attract to the event, how I want it to run, how I want to feel and to act during the event, what type of experience the attendees and the advisors have, what type of money that I want to create from the event, and what type of prices I want to charge. And so it started, almost last year, but I didn't start doing it more on a daily basis until probably 4 or 5 months ago when you were in Barcelona. And then I could open up that space to work more and focus more on Chiang Mai. But any major business move that I do, I use that technique. Any major business questions or challenge, I'll use that technique. So
walk us through a major business question that you had and who you brought in to advise you on that in your office.
So the Entrepreneur House Chiang Mai, it took me a while to, I'm a bit insecure sometimes about choosing, what dates we want to do it and what dates will be right, because we do it after DCBKK.
That's a big conference a lot of entrepreneurs go to.
In Bangkok. And so we do it after DCBKK, and how much time the attendees from DCBKK would need before they start the Entrepreneur House. And so then I bring in into my workshop Tim Ferriss, Manish Shetty, Dan Andrews, other successful, Richard Branson's been in there, and just other successful entrepreneurs that I can sit and have a talk with and give me feedback on what to do. So
you can actually talk to them and say, hey, what do you think about this date? Why would it be good? And you hear what they say, their advice. Wow, that's really cool. And do you have to ask their permission before you do this? Or?
No, because you can tell when somebody comes into my workshop, I'll shake their hand and say welcome. I also ask them a lot of times if they would like me to send any good thoughts to anybody in their life or challenge in their life to help them or not. So it's a value exchange, I guess you could say a metaphysical value exchange.
So you're talking to their spiritual self. You don't send them an email saying, hey, I'll give you this, you give me that.
Well, if I have the ability to send them an email, I do that, But some of, I don't know Tim Ferriss, so I can't.
Right, but you can talk to his spirit, and his spirit is happy to come there, and you help him out with stuff spiritually. Wow.
Exactly.
And is this just, you only invite entrepreneurs into your office of the mind, or?
No, not always. Gandhi's been in there, Jesus, Mother Teresa.
Now, wait a minute, you said Jesus, he's dead. So is Gandhi, for that matter. Mother Teresa, I think, died as well. So you're not limited to living people.
No, just anybody. I mean, it's just basically just closing your mind or closing your eyes and going into a vision state of your mind and talking to whomever you would and getting advice from whoever you want to get advice from.
Wait, do they have to be real people, or?
No, I don't think so.
So you could invite some of the X-Men in if that was handy.
Sure, why not? He-Man and Superman and Batman and
any cool other deities like Ganesh or Lakshmi.
Yeah, why not?
Anyone you can bring. Santa Claus, he could be good around Christmas time.
He's good,
Well, this is great. And do you find that you get good advice doing this? Or?
I do, I use this technique for most of my life, I think. Most all of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like a super advisory board you have, but it's a spiritual advisory board.
Yeah. it's just the mastermind of the mind of, and whoever I want to mastermind with, I can mastermind with them anytime I want.
Right. And you mentioned you have your younger self available there. Do you have your future self in there here as well? Or?
Yeah, actually, that's what I do a lot. So, like, I have a life plan. And so what I'll do a lot of times is I'll talk to my 95-year-old self.
How's he doing?
He's great. Yeah, he's happy, huh? All right. And so I just say, okay, the goals that I'm setting now are those in alignment with what I want. I actually talk to him like I've been in times where I experience a lot of distress. I'll sit and talk to him, and it's just calm down, kid. Like, everything's gonna be okay. You're gonna have a great life. Like, everything's turning out really well. So, so
that's really reassuring.
Yeah, I like him. He's cool.
Yeah. And do you have other guides or spirit helpers or angels?
Yeah, sometimes I'll bring some angels in to heal. So I have a little group of. They're blue angels. I don't know why they're blue. They're just blue. And they come in and they'll usually surround the people that have ailments that are in my workshop and just consistently send prayers to them and healing thoughts to them to help them overcome whatever they're overcoming.
Do you have an application criteria for joining your workshop of the mind? Or?
Yeah, it's got to be I mentioned earlier, I used to bring Donald Trump into the workshop of my mind until he started running for president, and I thought, learning more about him. But before he was, there's a lot of entrepreneurs that consider him an amazing business mind.
Yeah,
deal maker, negotiator, salesman, brand.
So you could still bring in his younger self, even if you don't like his current day self.
Well, the more we learn about his younger self, the more we realize it would be a bad idea. But,
Well, here's the other thing. You don't have to bring in the whole of the person.
Exactly.
I mean, if you've got, not to pick on Donald Trump, but if you like how he was at making deals, but you don't like how he was with other things, just filter in and say, I'm only taking in that part.
Yeah.
Or if you, if you have someone else, like Genghis Khan, maybe you liked how he ran his corporate structure, but you don't like how he killed a lot of people.
Yeah.
So you just bring in his genius of organization, but you don't bring in the violence.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you're in control of your office, you mind.
Yeah, great point.
Yeah. And Genghis can really get things moving,
I don't know too much about Genghis, but maybe I ought to bring him in and have a chat with him.
Have a little chat, see if he's up to help out with the Entrepreneur House. Maybe before long we'll be expanding in Mongolia.
Yeah.
So, anything else you do in this visualization you do most days?
I get a lot of help, I guess, or benefit from my room. I call it my room of infinity, and it's just a door in my workshop where I go in and I'll ask. It's just an infinite room of pretty much nothing, and I'll go in and ask a question, and if it's something I feel like or something I should do or should not do, sometimes I'll get a green light or a red light on whether to go.
So green light means go, yes, red light, no.
Yeah, I've actually...
Has that helped you out?
Yeah, quite a bit, and I've actually done it where I've gotten red lights, but I still went in that direction anyway and ended up not regretting it, but probably not being the smartest.
Can you share an example?
For dating, or...
You said, should I date, will I be happy dating this person?
Yeah, should I continue to date this person and got a red light, but I still continue to date that person.
And then it didn't work out so good, or there were negative things.
Yeah, there's some challenges there.
Yeah. And then you do the same thing in your business? You say, should I do this marketing thing or that one? Or... Yeah,
definitely. Like Facebook ads, I recently did those. And I definitely got a green light for Facebook ads. I didn't... it ended up being a good lesson in my life, but I didn't end up making money off of it. But I think it's
this is important. The quality of the question determines the quality of the answer. So, should I do Facebook ads is a simple level question.
Yes.
Will Facebook ads be profitable for me in the next year? Would be another question.
That's a good point.
So different answers come from the intuition depending on what questions you ask.
Yeah, and I use that a lot too when driving. Driving. Should I go this way? If I'm going to a destination and traffic's busy this way, or there's a detour.
Yeah. Use your intuition to say which way should I go to get
it. Yeah.
Oh, that's clever. Better than GPS.
Yeah. More accurate.
And more accurate. Yeah, I love it. So I know you also said you healed relationships there. You had a table in your office to mine?
Oh, no.
Right?
Yeah, so I had a table for relationships, meaning like when I was looking to get into an intimate relationship, I would have a group of people that would sit there and kind of coach me on ways to attract the right person into my life. And then when I was dating a person, whether or not that person was really the person I should continue to date or not, not today, yeah.
Do you share this with the people you're dating? You let them know?
Sometimes, yeah, if they're open to it. Sometimes, yeah, like I'm in a relationship now, and she's definitely open to it, and so I share that.
Yeah. So, have you ever used that same technique for hiring people? Or?
I haven't done a lot of hiring, but the little bit of hiring I've done.
Or picking clients. That's the other way to use it.
Yeah, picking clients. Yes.
Red light. Should I work with this client or not? Will this client bring me profit and joy?
Yeah.
Red light, green light?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, picking clients for sure, I've done that.
Yeah, this client is getting a little challenging. Should I continue with them or not?
Or partnering with other people in the business.
Yeah.
Remember when you were in Barcelona, we were talking about doing a house in Bulgaria, and I was having challenges with the people that had the accommodations.
Yeah.
And I was using that. I also spoke to you guys.
Yeah.
Good decision.
So you decided not to go ahead with that year. You could just feel intuitively it was not going to work out well.
Yeah, it was just the wrong time.
Yeah, that's great. So this must have saved you a lot of headaches and time and money over the years. Any idea how much time it saves you doing this?
I wish I knew, but I don't think...
Well, maybe you need to ask some of these advisors.
We could, go into the workshop and see how many...
they probably have a little spreadsheet up there that you can check. Okay, I've saved $10 million and 17,000
I think I need to bring a good accountant into my workshop.
Yes.
Sometimes I'm challenged in that part of my life. So
Absolutely. I love it. And then you also use this to create when you're doing tasks in the day. You tell us how you use that there.
Yeah, so when I go through my meditation, and in the last 5 minutes of my meditation, I'll usually visualize, and I'll talk about, I'll see the things that I need to do for that day.
Maybe you're writing an article, or you're hiring, or you're
a podcast,
or
whatever. I just see the tasks for the day go by easily and effortlessly. So I have it all. I have each task written on a piece of paper on the table, and I just see them like just going by like as easy as wind blowing a piece of paper off a table.
Yeah.
And it seems like, and it really works actually, because when I do that, my days just seem to
really easy
and productive.
No stress.
Very little stress.
Yeah. Right people meet you at the right time.
Yeah, and at the end of the day,
task is completed easily. Do you get inspirations how to do tasks better as well? Or?
I'm sure I do, but I've never really analyzed it.
I do something like that. I'll ask, what will it take to have this task be successful, easy and abundant for me?
That's a good one, yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll get, not only does that clear the energy to make it happen easily, but it also often I'll get inspiration. Oh yeah, I could delegate this to someone else, or I could do it some other way, or whatever the thing is.
Yeah,
wow. So I know you also mentioned some interesting stuff. You went to a workshop, a Sai seminar, I think you called it.
Yeah.
And tell us about that and what you learned about intuition there.
So at Sai seminars, where I kind of got the foundation for all this, using my intuition for business, because they teach us actual techniques in the workshop on how to apply that. And so I think one of the exercises, they do many exercises throughout the weekend for their first class. Communication exercises, the workshop of the mind exercises, abundance exercises, and achieving, different ways to achieve goals and work with the subconscious mind to create that. One of the ones we did is this is a group of 100 people who have never met each other. And so what they do is they get a partner and they sit down with the partner, and they're instructed for the partner to think of somebody who's in their life that has a physical ailment or a sickness or something like this. And so you think of like the person in your life that has a physical ailment. Right now, I could say Jason Pye, who's going through, but I don't say their actual physical ailment. I tell my partner, Jason Pye, who's 61 years old and lives in Lee Summit, Missouri.
So that's all the information they get.
That's all the information the partner will get, yeah. The name, location, and age of the person.
Got it.
And then the partner closes their eyes, brings that person into their workshop. Then he actually starts...
Their workshop of the mind.
Their workshop of the mind, yeah. And then they actually start to describe what that person looks like. And so I'm sitting here and writing what my partner is describing about my friend who they have never met or seen, or they just met me, minutes ago many times. And so I write down how this person, my partner, is describing Jason Pye.
Yeah.
And then they go on to describe their physical their ailments or their sickness or whatever they're going through. And it's amazing. Within, out of 100 people, I'd say like somewhere around 70-75% of people are describing this person and their physical ailment. A lot of times, many times, there's people just getting it dead on, like 99% correct. Sometimes,
and these are people who hadn't trained in how to do psychic things.
No, not at all.
They just just come to this seminar. And
the majority of the people are just kind of they're.
So just think how accurate and good you can be after practicing
it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And that's fabulous that you're able to get that information. But let's apply this to business. Just think how powerful and time-saving this can be in your business.
Absolutely.
If you just had the name and where someone was from for a job candidate, you could look through and check in and, is this person going to be a good fit? Is there some pattern they have in their life that's going to mess up the company?
Yeah.
You could get all that information without having to talk with them at all.
Exactly. Yeah.
And the same thing with clients.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, very powerful.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. And what about using this in reverse? What about saying, I want to find an ideal client for my business, and then finding their name and location?
Yeah, in your workshop, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
And going to find that person and connect with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then your intuition from you. I mean, the workshop of your mind sounds like a really smart way to access your intuition.
Yeah.
It's a kind of structured way.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
For me, it is.
So that has a lot of applications to all parts of your business.
I agree.
Just make things go the way you want them to be, which in my case is abundant and easy.
Yeah.
So I think this is an incredible tool that you're sharing here, Chris.
Yeah, well, thank you. And I hope everybody else can use it and you can use it as much as possible.
Yeah. So anything else you want to share about business intuition?
For me, intuition is just like a muscle. The more we use it and work it, the more we exercise it, the stronger it's going to be.
Yeah.
And
so you need like a gym for the intuition, like a regular workout for it.
And there's many different ways to use that. I like the workshop of the mind, but it's all a visionary or visualization process, and just.
Now, do you have to be able to actually see this workshop of the mind, or can you just hear all these people talking or know what they're saying?
Yeah, you can.
So you don't have to be able to, because some people are blocked on visualizing. They just have difficulty with that. But they hear things or they know things.
Yeah.
So you can just imagine you've got this workshop of the mind, and Gandhi is just giving you can ask, what would Gandhi say? I mean, it's sort of like that, what would Jesus do? But now you've expanded this out. What would Gandhi do? What would Tim Ferriss do? What would the nice part of Donald Trump do?
Yes.
So what would the non-violent part of Genghis Khan do?
Exactly. Yeah. And we're all in tune with it, and just some people aren't taught to use it as much, and we use it in different ways. Some people it's just as simple as a gut feeling, right?
Yeah.
And some people just need a workshop of the mind or something else. But like the biggest thing I would tell anybody is like just tune into yourself a little bit more on the decisions you make for your life and your business, because the more you do, I think the better results that you'll create.
Yeah. Anything else that makes this work better? You said practicing helps, but anything else that turns up the volume on the intuition so you can hear it better?
Yeah, sure. I mean, meditation, because you're quiet in your mind, prayer, being in time, living a balanced life, it really does.
What do you mean by a balanced life?
So you're not working 16 hours a day, 7 days a week, and not and kind of destroying other parts of your life, maybe relationships or your health or whatever it may be. So,
or not having space and time to hear your intuition.
Exactly. Yeah. Because you're so in your mind all the time, focusing on just work or whatever it may be. I set 4 goals every quarter: mental, spiritual, physical, and emotional. And this is like 4 tires on a car to keep a balanced life. If one tire is flat, I give it a little bit more attention. And so that helps me live that balanced life, because I'm not always focused on the mental or the business part of it.
I'll have to show you the wheel of business and wheel of life thing I do.
Yeah,
similar concept.
Yeah,
but more wheels.
Okay, cool. Yeah, love to see it. So yeah, and that helps me live a balanced life, so I can be I'm working on those 4 different goals throughout, almost on a weekly basis, and all my attention isn't going into just one thing.
And you find that helps you be more open to your intuition as well as having a more content life.
Yeah, because you're leaving space for it, because you have a time to work, you have a time to be with friends or family, right? To be social. You have a time to exercise your body or to put good things into your body, and you have a time to connect with the spiritual side of yourself.
Are you okay sharing some of these goals you set for the Q4 that we're in?
Q4, yeah. So I want to have all the basically a laid out plan for 2017 for the Entrepreneur House. The next Entrepreneur House ready to go, including a marketing plan, and it's in process. I'm creating a promotional video for the Entrepreneur House. My other physical goal is to exercise or practice jiu-jitsu twice a week. No, excuse me, 3 times a week. Weekly calls to my parents. We're getting ready. Well, Christmas is at the end of the quarter, and I always do a lot of preparation for Christmas, both emotionally and kind of spiritually, because it's a big event in our family. It's probably the main event for our family, and I don't see my family 11 months out of the year, but I spend 1 month back home, and so I just get myself mentally and emotionally ready to be with them, and being in a different environment than I'm used to being in. And so that's part of the goal. And let me say spiritual. So I meditate every morning, and then I pray every evening. And it's my spiritual goal and physical.
Are you okay sharing some prayers that you've used?
Yeah. In the evenings, what I do is I'll get down, and actually I guess it's a Christian form of prayer, but I'll get down on the side of my bed and bow on my knees and just put my arms on the bed. I go over, I just say what I'm grateful for the day and in my life. And then I'll send some prayers out to people that need a good prayer or a good thought. I pray for my business, the people that are affected by my business. I pray for the DC, the people that are at the events in the DC, the people that I'm surrounding myself with at the times, family members that are sick or passing or just need some good thoughts. And then I talk to God quite a bit, and I consider God like more like a brother or a best friend as opposed to like a father figure. And so for me, God's like a partner in my creation for what I want to create in this world. And that's part of the intuitive communication, because sometimes I'm like, I call God dude sometimes, or buddy or whatever, and I'm like, hey dude, what should we do right now? And I just think in my mind, what would feel right to do?
What would God do?
Yeah.
Have you ever invited God into your mastermind of the mind?
Oh yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of funny you say that, because for me, everything's part of God. So like the mastermind of the mind is God.
Yeah, and so is the reality that we have in the wake state.
Yeah, and all the people in my mastermind of the mind or masterminds of the physical reality is God too. So, but like I see God as like a actual physical brother or best friend, to where we can just banter back and forth about shit. Sometimes I get pissed off at him and cuss him, and sometimes like he just laughs and whatever, sweats it off like it's nothing. But like I read this book. I read this book often, quite a bit. It's called Proof of Heaven by Eben Alexander, which was a neurosurgeon who died, and he went into coma for 7 days, went to the other world, and then came back, and he talks a lot about his experience while he was there, and why he came back. And he said one of the most one thing that we really don't understand is that God, all of our struggles and challenges and pains that we have in our life, God experiences those just as much as we do, times 7 billion, because there's 7 billion humans, times even more than that, because there's probably life beyond this earth. And so, the traditional sense is we see God as like some dude up in heaven playing chess with our lives, like Zeus, right? And saying, "Oh, I'm going to move you this way, and I'm going to tease you a little bit, and give you a bad partner in life, and laugh at you, right, when you don't do what I think is right." But the way this book communicated is like, God's a co-creator or a partner in our life, and He's here to guide us, and He feels everything we feel, all the pain, all the happiness, all the joy, all the struggles, 10 times, 100 times, 1 billion times that we feel, and those pains, like, He doesn't necessarily want us to experience those, but He's there to help us and to communicate with us to go different directions to help create more joy and happiness and peace in our lives and everybody's lives.
Wow. I mean, I take that a step further. God is in everything, including each of us. Each of us is God with a body on this planet in this time slice we're in.
Yeah, same.
And, so therefore, when we experience something in our life, God is experiencing that. And that's part of the point.
Yeah.
Before the universe was created, and it was just spiritual energy, and it wasn't divided up into different pieces and types, it was a different kind of experience. And so God could experience, what it's like to be in a body on a planet. That's how come we're incarnated here. So we are different little holographic pieces of the God force, and we're having all our experiences so that we can we can experience the stuff you can't experience in a spiritual realm.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because people say, they go to victim state a lot of times, and they'll say, why me, why me? Well, maybe you chose this life and to go through these struggles before you even came.
Neil Donald Walsh?
Yeah.
He's a famous spiritual teacher. He wrote a book, The Little Soul and the Sun. And it's it's written as a children's book, but it's really good for adults. And it's the little soul is in, quotes, heaven, deciding to incarnate. And it's like, well, this time around I really want to experience something a bit more, meaty in my incarnation. I'd like to experience deep betrayal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But I can't do it on my own. Will anyone else here up in heaven, will you incarnate down with me and really screw me over? And someone else said, I love you so much, little soul. I will lower my vibration so much that I will be able to do that with you. And the little soul said, yeah, let's do it. And then the other soul said, well, I'm a little concerned that, I might forget that I'm a spiritual being when I'm incarnated down on earth. And would anyone else come down with us and just remind both of us that we're both spiritual beings having a human experience, not humans having a spiritual experience?
Yeah.
And so all three of them incarnate down onto earth. They have the betrayal. The little soul gets to experience this emotion and experience they've never had before. And, they're all happy spirits.
I like it.
Yeah.
He's a great author. He did Conversations with God.
He wrote Conversations with God, too. Yeah.
It's a deep book. Really good book.
Yeah. Probably I should be interviewing him as well.
Yeah, you should.
So anyway, I love that story because it gives such perspective to the situations we create in our lives.
It's a great story for kids to learn at such a young age. It'd be amazing.
Yeah, because there's no need to create victimhood or suffering in our life. That's a meaning we put on those experiences.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, and if you do the visualization with this office of the mind or other techniques you use to create your day, create your year, create your business, it's not necessary to create any of that stuff in your business.
Yeah.
It can just be really joyful and smoothly running and abundant.
Yeah.
You can have it all.
That's why I always do the...
I just want to explain to listeners what Chris is doing here is his feet are running like they're little horses or mice that are running down the track.
So I have this picture of me with my daily tasks on a paper or on a table as a stack of papers, and each paper is a stack, and I use my hands to just shuffle them off the table really quick and get them done easily and effortlessly.
Excellent. I love that visualization. Well, it's been great talking with you. If people want to find more about you and Entrepreneur House, where would they go to find that?
The best place is theentrepreneurhouse.com. We have a contact.
TheEntrepreneurHouse.com. Okay.
Yeah, we have a contact page. They can get a hold of me there. We have podcasts of people that have attended the house, and they give great business advice on the podcast. Also called The Entrepreneur House, and those are the best two sources for sure.
And I was at the Entrepreneur House in Barcelona. It was an amazing experience, and one of the components of that is I saw Chris speak there at a Nomad Entrepreneur event, and you're a great speaker, Chris.
Thank you.
If you ever need a motivational speaker, then bring him in and explain how he was shoveling snow in, was it Montana? Iowa.
Yeah.
5 foot high snow or even higher.
Yeah. And Michael was a presenter at one of the events that the Entrepreneur House went to in Barcelona, and he did an amazing job. Actually, I've seen Michael speak many times, and he's a very smart guy.
Well, thank you. Okay, well, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Michael.
Get strategies and show notes at intuitiveleadershipmastery.com. What would it take to see you here next time on the Intuitive Leadership Mastery Podcast?